I'm sorry guys, this is wrong, but this is what they tell me. Every time I go live with Streamlabs on my phone, I have to go live first, and then I have to edit the title. So, okay, which people can watch? Everybody. Yeah. We should be good. Alright. Hi everyone. MJ here. Let me go to full screen mode. That's all we care about. Alright. I got my chopsticks, very important. Hi everybody, I'm MJ Klein here. We're in Taiwan, and I'm at my place in my neighborhood that I used to stream very often from. But I don't know, over the last few months, not as much. We have a shrimp dish and a couple other things that I want to taste test and so forth. Hello, how are you? Matthew, nice to see you. Hey guys, nice to see you. Nice to have you with us. You know, the thing is, I've always been honest about things with you guys, and you know, sometimes I suffer from depression. And I don't know why, but you know, I had a nice relaxing day. I've been tired because I've been staying up too late. I've been working on music and stuff. And I had a nice relaxing day. I got about a 3-hour nap in this afternoon. Wow, fantastic. But, hey Eric. All right, Eric's been suffering from a little bit of gout. And I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. And I'm also sorry to show you the shrimp that I'm gonna eat in a few minutes because it makes it worse. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I went out to eat with my family, and you know, I've got a beautiful wife, a beautiful little kid, and I got a lot of stuff going for me. I got no reason to be depressed, but clinical depression is like that. Sometimes I just feel depressed. It's weird. So when I feel depressed, there's two things. Hey John, how you doing? All right. There's two things that that help. Alcohol and carbohydrates. Why is that? I don't know. Let me do this. John, nice to see you. Hey John, I hope you can join us when Casper comes here later this month. Right, and these shrimp are so soft. The shell is so soft that you can eat it. Fantastic. Hey Rob, how are you? Wow, this is great to have so many friends join. It does look great, doesn't it? And John, you've been to Wenwen's more than once. Been to Wenwen several times, and yeah, so this is not bad. I also like, I don't know if everybody's a fan of, you know, these grilled, excuse me, sorry, these grilled onions, but these are great. I do. Sometimes I don't eat the head, sometimes I do. Let me tell you what else we got. Left the label on. We have a small box, and it says 30 NT. This box is $1. And if you're feeling blue, not too good, this is the best dollar you could spend. This is $1 well spent for chocolate almonds. And you know what? I'm gonna open this puppy right now. That is so good. And you know what I'm drinking? I'm drinking my rum that I've infused with cinnamon. Now you guys know the Southeast store down here, Jar Jar. And John, maybe you did. John, you and everybody else has visited, has been to the Jar Jar store, and tonight, way off on the side somewhere where I've never seen before, they actually had cinnamon. And I read it in Chinese, and the Chinese words indicate that it's the cast one as you want. Okay. Hope you can stay with us. We have a good strong connection courtesy of iVideo. I can't do any ads for them tonight out here. Really? Same Wi-Fi box that I used to use. That's interesting. Maybe YouTube's got problems. Wow. Okay. Look in the description for the web link to rent from them, and they got a new special this week for people going to Taiwan. Now, might be those of you who know MJ, you know that I like peanuts. Okay, we got some Oriental flavor peanuts, and we have some good. Thank you. Some garlic flavor peanuts. And these are 40 NT, so that's like $1.20. So these snacks, they're really cheap and they're worthwhile. Let's open this. This is the garlic peanuts. Peanuts, yes I did. They're, let me see. I'm pretty sure they're from Philippines. Yeah. Product of the Philippines. Yeah. Product of the Philippines. And John, you've been in Philippines. So, and these are just, they look like just like dry nuts, but oh man, those are good. They're not greasy. Yeah, growers. They're not oily. They're not too salty, but man, the garlic just smacks you. Valenzuela City, Metro Manila. Wow. These are great. No, I'm telling you, these are great. And especially after one of those almonds. Well, we can get them down here. Next time you come down here, John, go next door, we'll pick up a case. Yeah, they're 40 NT and 80 grams. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe I should smear them on my arm instead. Now these are what they call the Oriental flavor. Nowhere, anywhere around here that I know of, no. Sorry, Rob. Mexican stuff is kind of unheard of. I mean, we know what it is. And of course, you know, we can say Mexican in Chinese. If you go to Subway, you get what's called Mexican. It's Chipotle, I think it's how it's pronounced, sauce, but it's kind of a counterfeit. And I did go to one so-called Mexican restaurant in Taipei that was kind of touted by some of the other foreigners, and the tortillas were sticking to the plate. I couldn't take them off the plate without them breaking. They were just, it was terrible. So yeah, Mexican, there's a big void. There are some places, there's a place in Hsinchu City called Quantum Tacos. I thought it was so-so, in my opinion. You can look at them in Google Maps. I thought they were so-so. Just wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, I know. No, it is shame. Yeah, because you can't say Oriental in America anymore because of the victim mentality. I remember some people saying, "We're not rugs, we're Asian." For years and years and years, when I was studying Chinese, when I was a young man, when we said Dongfang, we said Oriental people. So, hey, there you go. Look at that. So this is the, that's pretty cool. So these are the Oriental flavor. Oh, these have like a, hard to see. These have like some kind of a coating on them. Interesting. A little bit spicy. I can't really describe the flavor. Actually, it's a little bit Mexican, now that you mention that. But no, it's quite good. Unlike the other ones that were just dry. These have a, yeah, probably MSG being a heavy salt. Let's see. Yep, they got it. Monosodium glutamate. They got it. But that was not bad. Now what I want to do, gosh, how can I describe that flavor? I can't. And I can't say it's an Asian flavor either. Slightly hot, spicy, a little bit garlicky, almost like, I'm gonna say paprika, then followed up with chocolate almonds. Oh. Man, is that good. That is really good. Thanks, John. Take care, man. Hope to catch you soon. Hope to see you down here when Casper's here. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the garlic and the almonds together. Yes, it is. Mmm. Whoa. Oh my word. That is. Let me tell you how good that is. I want to stop the broadcast. Go buy more of these. Oh. Store's closed. It is. Together with those, they're fantastic. And a little spiced rum. Now I'm just going to pick these up. I'm telling you, man. You do want what I'm having. All right, now, these are the shrimp. Let me bust the head off. And this is the, of course, the body. Shell and everything. I'm originally, well, I grew up in Florida. And the old Florida crackers, as we used to call ourselves, eat the tail. Mmm. It's actually very salty. I'm gonna have to drink more. Wow. That is quite salty. What I'm gonna do is take some of these fried onions with the green onions too. Oh, cool. Sounds good. Guys, Nancy is my sister. And Jan and Nancy are both my sisters. So Nancy said that my other sister Janet's watching too. That was fantastic. Now, these are saltwater shrimp, and they've got the little prong on the top. And that can be a little bit of a problem in your throat if you're eating it, so you can just pop that off and just eat the rest of the head. Because the brain, as you know, has a lot of flavor. That's why chefs will use crab brains in a dish. All right, some more of these guys here. See, let me say something here. As as an expat living in Taiwan, I've been living here for a long time. Been traveling throughout Asia for a long time. John Sabo left, but I know John will say the same thing because we've talked about this. When you lived in Asia for a while, your taste buds suddenly become accustomed to big flavors and big mixtures of flavors. If I go to the US or I go to another country that doesn't have the level of cuisine, hey Mike, how you doing? That Taiwan has or Thailand, it's very disappointing. I go to places and I see other foreigners, let's just say non-Asian foreigners, let's just say, and they're wolfing this food down, excuse me, and I'll try it and I think it's terrible. It's disappointing. Yeah, absolutely, Eric. You can add Korea in that. Now, I know we have many folks that have just joined us, so let me do this. Let me take the phone off the clamp. It's YouTube. I can zoom right in. Look at this. This is just gorgeous. Yeah. I'm hand holding this with my Galaxy phone. And the shrimp is stir-fried, but the shells are edible. It's fantastic. These are freshwater shrimp, so yeah. I've been in a lot of places that Anthony's been in. Ew, what do you mean, ew? What do you mean, ew? I'm not sure. Is it ew or ooh? Yeah, the shrimp's nice. Except Eric can't eat it right now because Eric is suffering from gout. But let me tell you what else we got. We've got these chocolate covered almonds, and I let the price on 30 NT. This box is $1, folks. It's $1 and it's 50 grams. Yeah. We don't know what happened with him. The jury's still out. Something's wrong. I mean, somebody that has a successful show and was in the middle of production doesn't just hang themselves for no reason. Something's going on. We have from the Philippines the original garlic flavored peanuts. You got it. Absolutely. And we got the Oriental flavor peanuts. Now, so far tonight, my favorites, yeah, the chocolate covered almonds, yeah. So far, my favorites tonight have been the garlic peanuts. But what I did was I added some of the, look at this, garlic peanuts with chocolate covered almonds together. I'm gonna need a moment. That should be very interesting. Historic. I'm gonna need a moment, folks. That flavor combination, let me tell you, those chocolate covered almonds added with the garlic flavored peanuts could probably end a war. I'm just telling you. I mean, it's amazing. That was, wow. That was off the charts. Now, you add my homemade rum with the infusion of cinnamon. Yes. But I never met Mr. Bourdain. I don't know anything about him, and I don't really want to like go off on a tangent because it would be disrespectful. So, no, I understand too. I'm not into politics, but this is definitely an historic occasion. All right, so here you go. Here's another one of these stir-fried shrimps, and I'm going to just bust the little prong off the front. It's a defensive mechanism against other shrimps. They headbutt, you know, when they fight. I just don't want that thing sticking in my throat. But this one, you can just take like this. It's nice. And you notice The dish is loaded with shrimp, not just like 5. Up, up, up. An almond slipped out of the box. You have no idea. Well, let me tell you. I've discovered that you can take almost any food and add a chocolate covered almond to it, and it ramps it up a little bit. If I say a couple of notches, it sounds too much like Emerald Lagasse. But the fried onions are good too. There is a lot of garlic in this dish, and the shrimps are salty, which kind of promotes more drinking. So there you go. All right. So I got, yeah, bam, yeah. One more, got one more left. All right. That's it for this. These are gone. So I got more rum. And some customers arrive. Of course, they always look at me strange because I don't look like I was born here. Even though I've been in this neighborhood, gosh, for 12 years. How long have I been on? You mean tonight? Let me do this. It says 23 minutes. 23 minutes.
这个是视讯是吗？live。
对，这个是YouTube 直播。
YouTube 直播。对啊。会送奖品那个是吗？啊，这是很好用啊。很好用。对，这是 HD。这是对。厉害。嗯，厉害。不会。可以有送那个礼物吗？礼物就是不会，就是飞机呀。不会。So one of the locals asked me about that, so no, I appreciate it. Thanks. Did you not get a notification? That's bad. If you didn't get a notification. Now these guys here, the Oriental nuts, right? They have a coating on them, and I showed this before. The coating is kind of interesting. It's got like peppers and stuff on it. So now it says, "Come on."
Hi, mate.
Yes, okay. How That's true. Spoken by Eric, who's seen many live streams of mine. You know that, so. Oh, all the time. You see people riding motorcycles like to the bank, and okay, Mike, and they'll get off their motorcycle, go in the bank, get in line, and stay inside for like 45 minutes doing whatever they got to do with their helmet on. You couldn't do that in the States because people would think you're gonna do something bad. You see people in the supermarket, post office, anywhere you can think of, walking around, they walk into the place with a motorcycle helmet on and just leave it on. You don't take it off, and that's perfectly normal here. Okay. Thanks, Eric. See you in a minute. So yeah, time for another shrimp. That so-called Oriental flavor, it might be a Filipino flavor. I've been to the Philippines, and actually one of my sisters has been to the Philippines too, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert necessarily on Filipino flavors, but yeah, I would too. No, I know you do. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I would too, Rob. The few times that I've ridden a motorcycle or a motor scooter here, I mean, the minute I turn that key off, that helmet's off. I can't wait to get that helmet off. I don't want to walk around with a helmet on. But you'll see sometimes on TV, like on the news, the CCTV video footage of criminals committing crimes, they all got motorcycle helmets on because they're trying to hide their face and they're trying to protect their head if somebody tries to take them out, you know, with a stick. And so, yeah, even depictions of crimes, like in advertisements that are trying to promote like security products, they'll show a guy with a full helmet on and a face shield, you know, trying to commit the crime because supposedly you can't take him down. He doesn't wear a genital helmet, does he? Welcome back, Eric. All right. All right. Thanks, Matthew. All right. Now, can I? Oh, sorry about that. Can I rant about something for a minute? Do you mind if I rant? Because you know that I don't rant or complain for no reason. But here they have those electric scooters and they're not regulated, don't need a license, don't need registration, and people ride them around all the time and they achieve nearly motorcycle speeds, and they're almost exclusively driven by Southeast Asians with no money, foreign workers, no helmets on, and often two people. So they're going to whack some guy's Mercedes or BMW, and they're not going to be able to pay for it. So you're going to learn soon. It's a growing problem here. Anyway, you know what? Let me save this rant. I'll save the rant for my next studio show. But because I'm not in the studio, I can't tell you guys how to get in contact with us. But what you can do is you can go to our website, Taiwan Live, one word, taiwanlive.tv. If you click on the menu, really? Wow. Must have been some gust of wind. taiwanlive.tv, go to the menu and look at late night show. And you can scroll down, you can see the collection of all the late night shows for your convenience. See a little bit about what we do. And also I put the Taiwan Live theme song. There's 2 files that you can play. And also there is a PDF file you can download. You click on it, mailing labels for postcards. If you want to send a postcard here, because Wenwen, the boss lady, absolutely loves postcards. And she shows them to all the customers. She's very proud of them. And it's been amazing to her, you know, that I've been sitting out here for almost 3 years doing these live streams from her place. And it's actually a quite famous place. We've had periscopers, you know, live streamers that use Periscope from all over the world come here just to meet me and hang out in Wenwen's. It's amazing. And if you guys remember back in January when we had John from LA and we had Yuka and JL and Caspar, it was fantastic. Wenwen is good. She's almost always wiped out tired though about this time. Sometimes she's behind the counter asleep, I checked earlier. She's not here tonight. She's not here. She's back home asleep. These girls. These are karaoke girls. They're from Vietnam. They come here. They marry Taiwanese men. Either a fake marriage for money, or I don't know how to describe it. I guess an open marriage where they can do what they want, and they come here and they sell their time to other Taiwanese men who want to drink and hang out with a chick who's not their wife. And it's a tradition in Asia, but here it's actually another level. Now let me tell you guys this. Everybody knows Yuka from Japan. She's a famous periscoper. She's been here. I've met Yuka 4 times here in Taiwan, and she's been here at least 3. Ask Yuka. You guys find her on Twitter. You ask her on Periscope, she might tell you. Ask Yuka what happened upstairs the last time she was here, when Casper and JL and John and Jevons too was also here, by the way, at that time. Ask her what happened. See what happens. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I've never been to Vietnam yet, but as you see, they've got it right here. Pho bo, right? Those 2 words. And I've had it here. And I will tell you this. The pho bo that I personally have had in the state of New Hampshire, in my opinion, is better than what I've had here. I'm just being honest. A big problem, and my wife and I talked about this, a big problem that we have here in our area with Vietnam restaurants is that they copy each other. So they all have the same flavor. There's nothing that differentiates one from the other. So my wife and I have just, I'm going to be honest with you, have stopped getting Vietnam food in Taiwan. Now, next door is a Thai place. And the scopers that came here in January, before we scoped here and went upstairs to do karaoke, we didn't eat here. We ate at the Thai restaurant. And that's where JL's an amazing man. That is where JL wowed everybody by speaking Thai. No, I bet. I can relate to that. A lot of places are like that. So I would expect, yeah, Vietnam too, sure. I just never went to Vietnam, and I had my kid, and now my travels are somewhat limited because of that. But Vietnam was a place that my wife and I, before we were married and we were dating, and after we were married, before we had our kid, was just not a place that we wanted to go. But We traveled extensively throughout Thailand and Laos. And so is John Sabo. And in my opinion, Laos, or Lao as they call it, just Lao, it's unbelievable. It's off the charts. Really, where you been? Where you been to? Where you been? Oh, I want to tell you something so bad. That lady that just went in here, it's like one of the worst examples of these Vietnamese girls. I see her on the app Line because she's friends with Wenwen, and Wenwen is always liking her posts, so I see them. But her screen name is Cold Heart. Let me tell you, that's just about it. I think I might have said Frozen Heart. Maybe I said too much already. Now, I've been eating these shrimp. That's funny, Rob. I don't pay for ice anyway, because right in there is, see that little can right there? Is that what that is? Yeah, next to the freezer. That's their little ice cooler. So even when I'm eating next door, if I'm not even eating here, I'll come over here and get ice. If they don't have any in the cooler, I make them open up a new bag and put some in. Because Wenwen told me, don't buy ice. She said, doesn't matter where you are in the neighborhood, just come here. Oh, Bangkok and Phuket. Mike, you said you were close to Thailand. I think you meant you were close to Laos. Bangkok and Phuket are part of Thailand. So you were in Thailand. You weren't close to Thailand, you were in Thailand. Now I've been eating these shrimp. You've been watching me eating these shrimp. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them still on the plate, which is more than a lot of shrimp cocktail. And these garlic peanuts, wow. What a fine addition. Now I must admit, when I came on tonight earlier, I was feeling a little bit depressed. But now I feel great. Oh. My mistake, that's what you said. Thank you. Yeah, you're close to Vietnam. All right. Yes. Now the interesting thing is, there are way more Vietnamese here now than there are Thais. 10 years ago it was all Thai. Now it's all Vietnamese. But you go next door to the Thai place, and that's who's eating there. Vietnamese people, they're not stupid. They know Thai food is good. It's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not doing much. I'm just sitting here hanging out and talking with you guys. But seriously, yeah, that Vietnam, the workers here, they're eating Thai food, and they know that it's fantastic. So, more of these white onions. It's always nice to know that if I feel, you know, a little depressed, a little down, I can just turn on Streamlabs, start a stream. But I don't want to be like those folks, and we've all seen those folks on Periscope where the title of the stream is Bored, and they're going like this because they expect you guys to entertain them. Yeah, that's the other one. Who's up? Yeah. That's a pet peeve of mine. Eric, I saw one of those Who's Up scopes, and I wrote everyone on the other side of the world, and they didn't like that. That shatters their little image. You know, that where they live is the center of the universe, so yeah. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh man, I watch movies, right? Like The Core or something like those old movies, where all these events happen around the world. And they'll show like Washington, D.C., L.A. You know, it's broad daylight. Then they'll show Tokyo. That's broad daylight too. And from that point on, I turn it off. I can't go so. Well, I haven't seen that. Well, I don't know. Mike, I didn't watch Bourdain very much. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't care for him that much. Yeah. I didn't like his attitude. I'll elaborate sometime if you want, but I have no idea. But sometimes you do have to pay people to be interviewed. Their time is too valuable, and there's nothing wrong with that. But true, I think that's absolutely true. The sin of the universe. I don't know. I got nothing against Bourdain. I didn't like how he came off sometimes. You know, he was a. Let me say this. He said something. Now the guy's dead. So, you know, the last thing you want to do is throw another shovel of dirt on somebody when they're dead. But I just saw something that he was saying, like, you know, I don't know what I do. I'm a writer. I'm a chef, and all this. You know, you're highly successful. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're highly successful. So if you don't know what the hell you do, who does? And it's kind of a. And I know he wasn't like that, but it's kind of an elitist thing. So, no, I understand. A cook's tour, which used to astonish me because he was always smoking. I told my wife one day, I said, how can this guy tell if the food tastes good or not if he's smoking? Yeah, his first show was a cook's tour, and I didn't like it at all. They had no reservations, and the concept was good, but my opinion is, look, there are guys that are tough. There are tough guys. Then there are guys that try to make you think they're tough. You know, they put on, I don't know, the airs or so, or whatever you want to call it, of being tough. And it's the same way with being hip. You know, there are guys that are hip, and there are guys that, you know, want you to think they're hip so bad. And I just think sometimes his show came off like he was trying to, you know, he was hoping that you would think he was really hip. I don't know. I don't know if he was or not. So, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. And I've been to a number of places that I saw. Of course, he's been in many, many, many more places than I ever went. But on the other hand, I didn't have a production company, you know, paying for my travel. But what I'm saying is, a couple of times I saw him talking about Thailand and Laos, and I thought he didn't cover it very well. But all that means is I would have done it differently. But I got nothing against the guy, and you know what? I sure don't want to see him dead. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I know. He was in bad shape. I never went through any of that. You know, none of that. In the old days of the Yahoo chat rooms, there were always addicts that tried to make you think that they were the victim. And I just don't see how. I mean, one guy was going on and on. You don't know what it's like. And I said, well, who forced you, you know, to take the first hit? He didn't want to hear that. He didn't like that at all. People who become drug addicts because they take drugs. Am I wrong? I don't think it's wrong to call it what it is. I've never been a drug addict. I never took drugs. I'll tell you what. If I did, I wouldn't blame somebody else for it. All right, but here's the thing. Now I hear you. I never took any of that. I never even smoked pot. But I'm like, you said education helps. But here's the problem. I'm going to say this. Educators are not allowed to educate students, specifically children, into what's right or what's wrong. So, because it's politically incorrect. So supposedly, you give people all the information and you hope that they'll make the right choice. You hope they'll make the right choice. What's the right choice? I don't think people really understand what freedom is. For human beings, it's freedom of choice. And that means that we can choose what we do. But now here's the key, and I want you guys to think about this. Humans cannot choose what is right or wrong, because we always get it wrong. There's always some madman that'll murder millions of people to get his objective because he decided, you know, right or wrong, that that was right. That's the problem. Decisions, human decisions as to what is right and wrong, that's the problem. Yeah, well, you know, would you, I don't know, would you light your grill, put some steak on it and stand over and breathe it? I don't know. Breathing smoke just doesn't seem to be natural or healthy to me. But who knows? We might be in a lot better shape if we didn't. Well, there you go. And you learned, Rob. And you know, Rob, I think you're one of the coolest guys I know. That's what I think. When you got your head screwed on right. Well, yeah. But I never smoked pot, but I used to watch people cleaning their pipes, and it's full of some kind of junk. It's got to go somewhere. Anyway, yeah, you can decide what you want to do, but you can't decide what's right and wrong because that's already been decided. That's why, you know, every nation in the world has laws against murder. Brownies, yeah. I remember people making those when I was young. Boy, that's going way back, huh? Wow. Hey, Andy. It's hard for me to read the blue. How you doing, Andy? All right. Always a pleasure to see you. Now, I'm down to 5 shrimps. Oh, yeah. I mean, the psilocybin, well, all these things are on the earth for a purpose. It's just when they're, you know, the purpose is it's perverted, used for something shouldn't be. So that's true. But a lot of things are like that too. Yeah, thanks, Andy. I'm glad you're able to join us. We're in stereo. If I go over here or I go over here, yeah. Stereo mics. And we're in HD, and I'm in the old place that I used to, of course, we're rocking a little bit here. I got to hold the clamp. In the old place that I used to scope from. I haven't been on Periscope in about 6 months. Who else is here? You have to look in the chat. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about THC being good for seizures. Yeah, that might be a breakthrough. Yeah, Andy, unlike Periscope, there's no list of viewers, so. Bud, how you doing? Budweiser is better. I understand. Guy I used to work with in North Carolina told me, he said, I tried pot once, but all it did is make my mouth dry, so. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. CBD. I don't know what that is. I know what THC is. I was just reading about that maybe a week ago. Hao Ting. Hao Ting. He's singing a song. So I said he sounded good. And he wasn't thinking about, yeah, what do you mean? So, well, that's good. I can't deal with Snapchat. I'm on IG once in a while. But Snapchat is just a total portrait mode, and I'm just I can't do it. The funny thing is, I pointed out a couple of years ago, there was a Snapchat ad on social media, and the ad was shot in landscape, and that's a mode that Snapchat doesn't support, so. Oh, really? You know why that is? It's because I'm on the front camera. If I'm on the back camera, that would be different. This would be the left on the back camera, and that would be the right. But it's reversed, so if that makes sense. So that's okay. For those of you who are so inclined, you can do a headphone test later. Now, there's one thing I'm kind of excited about, a little bit. I've been looking online for some more MIDI files, and I've been kind of dissatisfied with some of the files that I've had in my collection. And I found some really great. No, Shirley's not here at the moment. Thanks. Shirley actually is in Singapore, and she's got some nice deals lined up, so she can tell you about that later. Shirley landed in Singapore last night. I found some Boston MIDI files, and they're fantastic. I finally found the long version of More Than a Feeling. Take care. Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure. We'll talk offline. We'll see you later, okay? And tell Beck we said hi, and we wish her a speedy recovery. Thank you so much. I found the, okay, great, excellent. I found the long version for More Than a Feeling, and it's sounding really, really, really good. I've got a couple other Boston songs, so pretty soon from the studio, I'm going to do a music set of Boston songs, because I know Mike, for one, likes Boston songs, but I also have some Queen songs for you. And I got one more new Queen song, so I have a set of, I think, 4. I think it's 4 Queen songs and 4 Boston songs, so I think that's what it's going to end up being. I might adjust it depending on how the files turned out, you know, after I'm done mapping the voices for them. So there you go. Anyway, I still owe you guys my supplement show, and I want to do one of the supplement shows before the end of this month. I want to talk about at least half of the supplements that I take, in particular DIM. That's a big one. DIM and ubiquinol, those are the 2 ones that I want to cover first. Yeah. Nope. We don't have any naughty bots. This is YouTube, man. This is YouTube. See, we only have, you know, anywhere between, I never have more than 10 live viewers on YouTube. But on the other hand, I haven't had a troll in a year. And I don't get, you know, stupid questions from people coming on going, oh, what are you doing in Taiwan? And all this other stuff. So it's like, no, I don't. Because they're all dead. It takes older guys like me, gonna be honest, to come out with new records. It's just the way it is. The only way that the new guys are gonna get it is if they go back and they listen to the old records. But the standards of musicianship and standards of singing have lowered. They go in the tubes. All those years that I was producing records in Boston, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. And you know that I tell you the truth. And you know that I can back it up. I never found anybody that could sing better than me or even as good as me. They're all just a bunch of hacks, you know. And the record companies don't care. Me and Jerry Simon, if you go to MJK.Asia and you look in the photos, that studio was owned by Jerry Simon. Jerry and I were sitting in the control room one day and the doorbell rang and a guy came in. This is probably about 1991. He had like a George Michael scruff and 2 earrings, which back then was controversial. 2 earrings and the George Michael scruff. And he was about 27 years old. And he said, the record companies, I swear to you guys, this is what he said. The record companies told me that I have a look that they can sell. They want to know if I can sing. So I need to do a demo. And I'm looking at Jerry. And inside, you know, we're laughing our heads off because it shouldn't matter what you look like. It should only matter whether you can sing, play, and write. And if you can't write, get writers, but you should be able to sing and play, and it doesn't matter what you look like. And the old stars, it didn't matter. Remember Meatloaf? They called him Meatloaf because he was fat. Remember him? Yeah. A friend of mine named Tommy Red from the Nantucket Band, they did a tour with Meatloaf. And I asked Tommy, how is he? And Tommy looked at me and he said, he's good, man. And for Tommy to say something like that about somebody, I mean, They were on tour with Kiss and you name it. And so, yeah, nobody cared what Meatloaf looked like. What they cared about was that the guy poured his heart out on stage and he gave 110%. So we'll see. I still got a kid I got to raise. But yeah, I mean, it's not out of the question. And I am actually writing new songs. I've got new material now. So it's not out of the question. And I do intend to put out another record, but it's going to be on my terms. It's going to be my record company, my publishing company, and I'm just not going to compromise. But the thing is, I'm going to say this, and I hope it doesn't make enemies, but I'm not the first guy to say this. You know, the Queen plus Adam Lambert is all wrong for them. And I don't have anything against him personally. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. It's just that he doesn't fit with them. He's the wrong generation. And he's the wrong sound. It's just my opinion that they need to find somebody from the same generation or closer to the same generation. He just doesn't have, it's because of his age and his experience, he doesn't have the dignity that the older stars have. And I'm sorry, but like I said, I hope that doesn't make me an enemy. So, could I? I think the question you're trying to ask me is could I sing? Could I front Queen? I think I could. And what's more important is that people that are my professional peers years ago told me that after Freddie passed away that I should have contacted their management and requested an audition. I didn't do it. But the other thing is I play guitar too. So it could have been better. Could have been a good situation, but I mean, and you know, man, I'm not trying to be presumptuous, but you asked me a legitimate question. Yeah, I could sing those songs. I can sing them well. I'm of the right generation. But they didn't ask me. Key point. All right, you guys, I gotta go. I don't want to say anything beyond what I've already said. Thanks so much for joining. Oh, we've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. Yeah, no, it is a good one. Interesting person, interesting life. It'll be fun to see that movie when it comes out. You guys take care. Here's a big finger. Thank you so much for joining. And we'll see you later in the week in the studio. Take care. Yes. Thank you, bud. Okay. You got it. Thank you. Thanks, Matthew. Thank you, guys. A million fist bumps. Thank you so much. And Andy, take care. It was great seeing you too, again. Sorry, I don't mean to poke your eye out, because I used to do this from Periscope. Remember, you guys take care. I'll see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye.